take that as you do it, Rails.
He said no.
Alright, we're all set.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a cast of the 4th TFPG mentoring tournament right here on Brightness' stream and WatchLeftForDead.com. We're bringing you a game today between Team Lucky Dog and Team Special Friends. I actually know Lucky Dog. It's not Airbnb. What is it? All bark, no bite. There we go. I always thought it was Airbnb. I know Sprout thought the same
pretty
thing,
sure it's
but
Airbnb.
what? Are you pretty sure it's Airbnb? I thought it was all bark, no bite.
I thought
Sam.
they just wrote it down as something else to troll everyone, and it's actually Airbnb.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask that. But that being said, one of my co-casters for tonight is the one and only Mr. Prodigy Sim. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. Excited to see some more Dark Parish action, frankly.
And our other co-caster, who's not in the server yet, is the one and only K3. K3, how are you?
I'll be a lot better once this stupid map finally downloads, but yeah. I'm doing quite okay for the instant. We'll see how it goes once I get this map going.
Indeed. Not to be confused with K4 Orange, which has a color in addition to a K and a number.
Okay,
But,
so yeah, it's all bark, no bite, P-Sim. I'm reading the announcement,
Really?
right? Yeah,
Are you sure that's just not continuing the troll?
it might be.
Interesting.
Like that
Well-
entire time, like we named it Team VOV instead of VVV for an entire tournament. Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that. That was an interesting time.
That being said, both these teams here are sitting at 1-0, so the winner of this game is going to move to 2-0. I played my match yesterday. I don't think I actually saw your game, but I personally think that Dark Parish has enough, like, changes from regular Parish, like, just enough that nobody knows how to play the meta yet.
Yeah, there's definitely been some very difficult tank fights and stuff, and the fact that it's like a draft tournament game doesn't make it much easier to survive either. Our game, I don't think anybody survived a map. Maybe a couple of people survived one map, but for the most part it's really tough. Lots of tough tank fights, tons of SI spawns, and I'm sure most of our viewers have already seen a couple games on it so far, so probably pretty familiar with what we're getting ourselves into.
Right, and the thing about Dark Parish is that since people are so used to playing Parish hundreds and hundreds of times, people are going to be trying to apply Parish meta to Dark Parish, and for the most part it's not really going to work. So, you know, the survivors are not going to be quite as aware as like the many infected ladders that the SI can climb up, and just the increased spawn counts that like at least doubles the amount of choke points that you'll see in the maps.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, we have an alarm car right after this first hit on this opening map, which is always a lot of fun to deal with. We are seeing a pretty late tank spawn in this map, and I've seen a lot of teams on this map choose not to go back to safe room just because of those alarm cars and whatnot and fight it up in the jukebox, which is a little different than the standard Parish meta, although people used to take it up there in the jukebox room quite a lot. But it looks like both of our teams are basically in the server now.
I think there's discussion about switching servers. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find a server. I actually don't know what server we're on there. I think it's Chicago, though. It's not New York, but it's probably Chicago, because they're talking about trying to move to Dallas to get the South American.
Could be. There's some players in here that I haven't run into quite yet in the game. I mean, we've played against Lucky Dog's team, Airbnb, or All Bark No Bite quite a bit, but I actually haven't run into Loud MB. I'm guessing he's one of those South Americans you're referring to.
Yeah, that's Loud. He's been in the community for a pretty good length of time, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, and the teams have left, so the game is over. Thanks to everyone for tuning in.
So yeah, very well played game by both teams. Thanks for inviting me to the cast, guys. That was really fun.
Before K3 even got the map.
It finished downloading right now.
Let's see if someone will get us into a server here. Looks like they're in a lobby or something. No, maybe they're just not going to play. I don't think they really need to.
At this point, what? Both teams take a tie and then go to 1-0-1? Alright.
Congratulations to both teams. That puts them to 2-0, basically securing their spot in the top 8. Very well played, and I'm excited to see how these teams perform in the rest of the tournament.
That just concludes destroys the Swiss bracket. I think they're trying to choose a 100-tick Illinois server, but it might be in use.
They're going 100-tick New York.
Oh, going 100-tick New York? Okay.
That's much better for South American players, I've heard.
Yeah.
Is New York. It's really close to South America.
Really close to the ocean.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so, I don't know, I'm trying to think if they have any players who are actually on the West Coast. Grim.
Hydro.
Hydro. Okay, this is probably why they wanted to go 100-tick Chicago to start, because... Brightness, you good? Okay, cool. No,
Everyone's
What?
really spread out for this game, actually.
Brightness, you keep moving from channel to channel. Brightness, you're juking us.
Outplayed. Can
was
the
not a
viewers
friendly
hear
word
you,
to use.
Brightness?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
Good. Perfect. Okay, well, we are now actually getting onto the server, I'm pretty sure.
I put up Riker and Soldar.
Yeah, I think you need.
No! Stop it! Okay, yeah, we're on server. And K3 just disconnected. K3, how are
Please
things
don't
going?
tell me.
Rage quit.
Because I went to L4D maps and downloaded the Dark Parish.
Oh, for D maps? You mean game maps?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, you should be able to. I don't know. I've seen other people have issues. Sometimes you have to like restart. You could delete add-ons list.txt or something.
I think Ninja had this problem, because the only other game I've ever casted on this map, besides this tournament, was the grand finals of the 30 Q tournament. We were sitting there, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning for me, like 4 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock for Ninja. He'd stayed up the entire night to cast that game. And the way that he eventually figured out that the map wasn't working is because it wasn't checked in his add-ons list. I don't know if that might be the same thing, but... check, because that was literally something he sat there trying to deal with for like 50 minutes of that cast for that grand final game.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, for some reason custom maps have so many troubles, and it doesn't help that we can't use the workshop versions to play these on these confocal servers. If only there weren't VPK hacks, then we wouldn't have these issues. But yeah, teams are getting set up on their specific sides. Team Airbnb, All Bark No Bite, we have Loud Empathy, Lucky Dog 32, and Alpha Madre, who is sitting in spec right now.
Indeed, and for the special friends, we have their Captain Grim, who is playing as Trackpad. Then we have a Montclair, Neg, and Hydro. So that's going to be, I think they're using 4, 2, and 1 against, I'm pretty sure that's the same setup, 4, 2, and 1. I might be wrong about that. I don't know what pot Loud is, but...
It's pot 2.
Pot 2? Okay. So
Pot 2, wow.
yeah, 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, 4, 2, and 1. Okay, so it's a balanced matchup. That's cool. I like to see that. But yeah, this map, honestly, I can't really predict which team I would go with right now due to the fact we don't know where one team's going to fight the tank, there's an alarm card, there's a witch, there's a couple other problems that they could go across, and they actually took out the finale on this because it doesn't have any point.
Alright, well thanks to Prodigism's technical advice and experts' analysis, he has troubleshooted my problem and is fixed.
What did you do?
I deleted one little file.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Speed
now
up
we
Give
have
Left 4 Dead 2 with this one cool trick. I don't know, as far as predictions, I've definitely played against AB&B a lot. I have not played against Grim that much. I haven't seen their team play all that much. But I know Lucky Dog's team has practiced this map a ton, and they've got some good strats going out for it, so I'm going to give them my prediction for taking this match, honestly.
Alright, what do you think, K3, now that you're here to survey the situation?
Yeah, so I mean, I haven't really been able to play against any of the teams, nor have I really seen a lot of the matches, so I don't have a very good idea of the amount of chemistry that these teams have, and since these kind of tournaments generally come down to how synergy the teams can get, it's very hard for me to make a prediction. However, on paper, just in terms of having played with the people on certain teams, I'd have to probably give it to Grimm's team, just based on my experience with the individual players, as just based on mechanical skill.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've been pretty impressed by Empathy and Lucky Dog, but yeah, I know Grim and Hydra are really strong neg as well. And actually, I've been surprised at Montclair. You know, I mean, he's a pot 4, but I've actually heard some people saying, why is he a pot 4 in this tournament? He should be pot 3.
Is he a pot 4? I thought he was a pot 2.
He's a pot 3. I mean, pot 4.
Huh.
So it's a little ace in the hole hiding away there.
He's a pot 4, and I, in my mentor review thing, ranked him, I think, pot 2. And yeah, like I said, he was a sleeper pick for sure. Now Grim's team's doing work.
Yeah, no, for sure. That is a bit of a surprise because I do remember from that pot seedings. However, based on the fact that certain TFPG tournaments will have like higher skill caps in terms of the people that are drafted, the order in which people might be seeded later on in tournaments might be differing.
So that being said, as soon as K3, Empathy, and Neg ready up, we should be ready to go. Yeah, I gave you the caster.
Oh, okay.
By default,
See,
if
the
you don't
usually do that
then,
for me. So.
Right, see, if you don't want it, then you can do what PSIM does and say not casting, because it make you not ready up. And now, Sprout has also registered himself as a caster, so this is good. We're in good shape. We have 4 casters now, and I am so excited for this match. We can't vote kick one of the admins, PSIM. That's never happened before, and it never will.
Never will. It just,
Nope.
There's no one's gonna type anything into their console and cause bad things to happen.
And kick Sprout, correct. Okay, Sprout, can you ready up? If you're ready up, we'll be able to take the match live. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna have Team Special Friends on the Survivor and Team All Bark No Bite on SI. And K3, how about you tell us what happens on this first hit?
Well, Smoker's going in, looking for that smoke. It does get shut down very quickly. Nice quad boom actually coming out though. Archer landed for a little bit, and so did the Hunter, but things are getting cleared relatively quickly. So even though that was looking pretty grim for the survivors, they come out of that with not too much damage taken nicely done by them to mitigate the damage coming out of that first hit.
They're gonna want to rush past this car here while spawns are down though, making good movement time even with that quad boom, and a witch being taken out by Hydro in the front.
Right now they're running 3 shotguns as this next hit comes in. The reason I remark that is due to the fact if they're going to play it up here, that might be interesting if the tank doesn't have a whole lot of slowdown on it, unless they want to try to kill it in that room, which has been one of the popular strats. A hit is trying to go in right now. Hunter bouncing around, not finding much. Now he does find a pound. Charger going in, trying to capitalize on that. Charger gets cleared before it lands, but there is a pull through spit. And PSIM, where would you take this tank?
You know, even with the shotguns, I'd still have to say right there, it's just gonna come down to shutting down your SI and not letting more than one corner happen really easily for that tank, and it's definitely doable right here. I mean,
Wow.
right next to Grim. What is he doing? He's not even moving. Oh my
The
god.
most insane hittable I've ever seen. Like, not that only did he hit it perfectly over top of all of those buildings, but it ricocheted and barely missed Coach. That was actually super scary.
Right, if you catch that on the stream, I really... Oh, she missed it. Okay, well,
Oh my
I gotta...
gosh.
Yeah, I think all 3 of us got a pretty good line of sight at that.
Yeah, I'm saying I could screenshot this, honestly. It's
Do
just
it.
like right behind Coach. Absolutely insane. Yeah, he's not moving at all. It's completely lagged out, and it looks like we're getting right back in. Which war room do we want to take this to, actually? Actually, how about a Survivor war room for this one? It usually seems good.
Let's do it.
Alright. Oh my god.
It's probably stuck. Dude, if that dumpster had landed, they should have, and they would have asked for a restart. I think.
Yeah.
He was frozen and just pinballs off the wall.
Coach has disappeared from me. I don't see him anymore.
He's hiding in the doorway there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay, there. Yeah.
If anyone has chat open, they can send this screenshot. Yeah, we're live once again. Why don't we take us to that war room, Survivor's side?
Graham? Jesus Christ.
Bad. This is bad, Brightness.
Welcome back.
This is bad.
We don't want to hear the Survivor pause war room strats? Oh well.
There's a lot of cursing.
Yeah, this is not friendly language suitable
this
for
is-
all audiences, so we'll keep it here, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
You know,
we'll,
if Sprout's here, we could just make him do like channel linking instead of forcing our cast cameraman to do this all. We could all be in on these war rooms, but something
Leave
about
cake.
lazy, useless, and delaying ready ups. I don't know.
Yep, what he said.
Yep, okay, I could deal with that. So, let's just pretend for a second that he loads back in, then
Wait.
crashes again. What?
Are we doing that?
I
Linking? The linking? Yes, no.
No, Sprout's
okay.
never going to do that.
Okay.
He's a complete waste of space. But we are live once again. They're saying our
Yep. Go to
trackpad's
Survivor
still not
War Room,
moving.
I guess.
Yeah, Survivor War Room, let's go.
Alright, watch out. There's a dumpster right there.
Okay. If he moves all the dumpsters, we should.
He's getting here.
Hit's gonna come in soon. Reload.
I'm charged. Clear it. I'm down. He's out. He's out. Pick me up.
Okay,
Come
tank's
back.
gonna come in. Pat Hills, please. Rock. Okay, nice.
It's dead.
No.
And we are back from that Survivor War Room. I can only imagine what's going on over there. It's been a while, it's been a while since I've seen 2 quad booms land during a tank fight. That looked really, really, really rough for Special Friends. I'm surprised they're still alive. P-Sim, what'd you think of that?
Yeah, definitely surprising. Tank was getting some good hits, but started to miss a couple of punches in there, and the caps just couldn't stay stuck right there. The tank got juked around by one of the survivors while I believe it was Neg was going around clearing people left and right. So good job on Special Friends to survive that, and it looks like they'll probably make safe from here unless we can get some good in caps on this next hit from AB&B.
It's
Yeah.
gonna go in right now, and that jockey is not gonna land anything again too. The charter does land, and that is gonna be a down, and the hunter lands in the corner as well. They're trying to clear Rochelle, but Casey, that's gonna be 2 downs.
Yes, it is. So I was actually also very surprised to see that the survivors survived that hit, as well as the tank. When that quad boom came in, I thought it was over, but very good job by the survivors juking that tank out. And as very difficult as it is to survive maps in this, any distance that they can get past that tank really makes up for a lot. So
yeah, this can be one of the
definitely
only maps to get health bonus on out of this whole campaign. Alarm car was just hit right there.
Yeah, we might have spoken too soon. We actually see a boom going out and a jock on coach taking him away. He almost went down. Smokey tries to scratch him down, but it doesn't quite work out. And we just see the last little bit of health bonus just whimpering away in the safe room, hoping that his survivor friends make it back inside with him.
Now Neg is
Which it
black
looks like
and
they are going
white.
to do now. Survivor's going to wander right in.
Yeah, okay, if they're gonna make it with just the great map, no ammo, and safe room. Mon is not happy with the map choice. However, he should be happy that his team made that safe room. That is gonna give them a 464 point score for the first map right there. And they're saying that this map is beautiful. I completely agree. Great meme, great meme. So, okay, we talked about how hard it is to actually make bonus on these maps. That's Unperished 1 in vanilla, quote unquote. That would be a, very beatable bonus, but for this, I don't know. That tank, it can be pretty tough for them to deal with, I would say. Right, PSM?
Yeah, I'd say so, but at the same time, I'm thinking, what if these survivors don't get quad boomed on the tank? If they manage to shut down a boomer and they've just got 2 SI and a tank to deal with, I mean, you saw those hittables didn't really come into play at all during that tank fight. It was really just SI and tank, and so if they can shut down the SI pretty well, they could make a good health bonus too. But, I mean, before that, they still have to get past the alarm car and some pretty solid opening hits, so we'll have to see what they can do. But I have some faith in AB&B on this one, actually.
We will see exactly what they're able to do, and I don't know. The first time I tried playing that tank up there, I made a mistake with my team and accidentally ran forward, and the tank intercepted us, and that kind of sucked because the tank was Kyo, and if you know Kyo, you know his arms are extremely, I don't know, they're rather long and girthy, and you can't really dodge them. But that was less of a problem than the fact that the tank can intercept anywhere, because with those ladders, even if the survivors try to run back to the safe room, even with the alarm car there's about 1,500 places that the SI can spawn above them. So we'll see how they take this first hit, and how about you tell us what's going to happen again, K3?
Oh, I'd be happy to. Alright, so we see a relatively simple setup, except for the Charger's actually setting up on the opposite roof this time. And so Boomer's looking to try to replicate the quad boom. Hunter actually goes in first. Boomer's not going to be able to land on anybody. Charger actually stumbles the Hunter off, and the Smoker isn't finding anything right now.
Wow.
Boomer's going to get a bit of a proxy boom there, and Smoker gets a couple ticks of damage. But I just think that, I know that hit was just a little too scattered, and Survivors just did a good job at reacting to it and shut it down pretty much. Not a whole lot of damage coming out of that.
Yeah, what a story of God frames with that Hunter and Charger right there. They collectively got 1 point, but yeah, Smoker and Boomer managing to get some points out of that. Nice crown by Lucky Dog in the front right here, and it looks like maybe there's going to be another hit before they trigger this tank right here. Smoker going in for the pull. Pound's going to go in next. Ooh, not quite getting the separation, and Charger trying to get in on top of that. And it looks like mostly a shut down SI, although 28 damage came in, I think mostly from Spit.
Yeah, just spit damage there. Even though the survivors got a little bit separated, it didn't matter because I think 2 of the caps actually were already cleared, so they only had to clear that Hunter at the end, and not a whole lot of damage going out. But now the tank is going to be up for Team Special Friends into the hands of Montclair. I think the survivors are going to take it actually in the same bar area.
Alright, why don't we take this over to that Survivor War Room here and set up for this?
Alright. Tell me if he comes from behind. Sure.
That was a sack. He's not going to commit for a few seconds.
Now get ready here to choke.
He's come from the rooftop over here. Jack up.
So it didn't get downstairs?
It's in.
He's in.
Down the street.
I walked right into that. Charged, thank you.
Go up.
I'm cleared. Carry, please. I'm down. Should be loud. If everyone shipped it.
Stay on him.
Shoot him, shoot him. Oh god, shoot the tongue.
Oh no.
We are back. That is the wipe going out onto Lucky Dog's team there. Very nicely played by the SI. That Tri-Boom really just set up that entire hit. Both caps landed, creating a huge amount of, and Tank was just able to pick off the last one. Then from there, it was just a Tri-Boom, which was easy pickings. So very nicely done by the SI there, picking up the wipe and putting them to a nice 213-point lead going into Chapter 2.
Math. The math.
Wow, yeah, I can't say I agree with them going outside right there. There's just, I mean, they walked right into the boom, all the SI get to drop on their heads, and, I mean, you get some amount of kiting against that tank, and they did kill the tank in the end, but, you know, that's really betting on, like, a lot of SI getting shut down, and there were not so many shutdowns on top of that 3 boom, so.
And that's my bad for the quasi-premonition there, because when my team did that, the same thing happened, where I guess in regular Parish, the way that's usually played is there aren't as many spawns above you, but as soon as they backed up to try to kite the tank down there, the tank got that separation on the neck, and then the other spawns, they all came from up top. The Boomer rocketed from up top, the Smoker tried to get a pull forward from somewhere up top, and then the Charger landed from the same spot. That's just like, that's unfortunate, because usually that would be a great idea, like we said, to kite the tank down that alley, but instead they find themselves behind by just over 200 points. So this tank's actually going to be a hedge tank here, which is actually a different dynamic than the usual parachute, some added spawns.
Yeah, definitely so. I have to say that, like, that strat is probably a little bit higher level than like a TFPG draft tournament game, because like if you're just walking down the alley, spamming your Uzis at that tank, when are you going to switch your attention up to kill the spawns that are coming up top? And that's sort of what we saw there. Is I don't think any attention was given to any of those SI before they landed on survivors down there. So.
Yeah.
Pretty unfortunate.
I was actually questioning the decision of the tank to not commit with any hitables, as it is quite easy to use the hitables to really just herd the survivors into a little corner and just take them away from there. But I guess it worked out, and really I'm going to just be looking forward to see the adaptation from Lucky Dog's team here, just to try to get that just to try to get that comeback. Just realizing what their mistakes were in their positioning and just improving on it from here on out. That's going to really make the difference.
The round is live. We do have special friends pushing out of the safe room slowly while Alpha Madre claims that the wine is kicking in.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if
it's
that
really
bodes
not.
well.
I don't know. It's not awful being drunk or playing from behind on this map due to the fact that all these spawns you can just kind of jump down and use them or something like that. But personally, I hate the alley choke now because of the fact the spawns can come from above you. It's like a guaranteed spit charge if they have it. The first hit is going in, though. Smoker going. Imagine you get a pull right there. Almost a tri-cap.
Oh, wow.
That Hunter Charlie Browns the Charger. Charger does get a punch onto Coach right there, and then a double boom does land. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, the
Charger
actually.
Charger MVP for the survivors there, charging into the Smoker and not getting punches or anything, really actually kind of mitigating the damage there. So, I
guess they're calling him out for it in
out
the
of that
team
too.
chat too. Yeah, Charge clearing that smoke and Empathy calling him out for it. Pretty rough to be Lucky Dog right now, but the next hit will be up pretty soon as survivors push towards these bushes. Look at Rochelle on top of that bush blocking both sides. Very cheeky play by Neg. And managing to land the pounce on top of it. Tank is now up in the hands of Alpha Madre. What do you guys think, Infected War Room?
I kind of want to leave it here for a minute due to the fact that the tank's going to play Rock, unless you want to hear them play the Rock tank, but...
Right, well, the thing that is interesting for me about this is that I think it's for the SI, it's going to be a very different strategy in terms of finding spawns. So I would be interested to hear this SI War Room later on. Not that the casters would hear it anyway, next Sprout. But yeah.
Okay.
Sprout. Alright, looks like SI getting ready for the next hit right here. Tank going for a close rock, taking some chip. Pull not managing to find it right here, having to walk in from so far away, and he's going to get shut down. Meanwhile, the Boomer's struggling to find his spawn. Wow, Alpha Madre takes down that Hunter with a rock. And survivors actually have the tank down to 10% right now.
Yeah, I can't say I agree with what the tank is doing in terms of standing up there and taking all this chip. Considering how much of a long tank this can be, yeah. I mean, right there you see like 100% health just getting taken down right there.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because now if that tank commits at all, it's going to get shredded. But the tank is on 70% second pass, so you'd think maybe the tank's going to commit, but we have a pause coming in, and it might be Grim having some issues with his toaster again. So I don't know exactly what's... Yep, it is. It's the toaster.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. So Raven out here, Rails Barlow.
So do you guys commit this tank right now? Because I would actually play a rock tank, because I know the tank's going to go in there and just get completely shredded with only, 3.5k HP in an open field?
Yeah, I think that with the added spawns, you have a higher chance of landing more rocks and stuff, so I agree with that and say just play it out. You've taken a little too much chip, and now you just got to work with what you got.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine, though, with them doing sort of what they did in that first hit, which is move the tank in closer, try to increase that sort of rock chance, but they really need their SI to do a lot more on these hits. That first rock commit sort of hit they did had very staggered spawns and didn't really get anything out of any of them, so looks like they might be able to find some good spawns right now if they spawn behind the bush, but they need to go for it pretty quick as this tank is down to 45%. And here it comes. It's a commit. It looks like a commit. These SI need to go super quick, though. Nice punch. Rochelle separated, actually managing to get that shutdown on the Smoker right there. Charge has been shut down as well. It's just a tank and a jockey, and this tank has nothing.
Yeah, this is exactly as we expected. Tank just gets absolutely demolished with the small amount of health that he had. But yeah, I think that shutdown that Neg got on Smoker was pretty crucial for the shutdown of the tank as a whole. And I guess the survivors are saying this will be for the tank to have committed while there was a possibility for Coach to be stuck.
Look at this, the survivors have just rushed the choke point without any SI spawn.
That was a huge choke point.
Wow, I really don't know how to evaluate that. Like, I can try, but the fact that survivors said stuck immediately might make the SI, hesitate a little bit, even though the tank is right in their faces, but I really don't know. We have another hit going in right now. Charger's looking for a long charge, does get shut down. Pull goes out, does get self-cleared. Spitter is going to land on nothing, and the Boomer is going to get popped.
Yeah, Neg did walk into the spit there and go slowly. But I would like to point out that the SI are sending in all of their chargers first, even while they have stuff like a Boomer and a Smoker up in the spawn rotation. And I do think that it's very difficult to land those free chargers like that.
I think in this case it's a matter of them wanting to get a good death order for this next event hit.
Okay, fine.
It was mostly a sack hit.
Alright, go and do
well,
that.
I mean, I agree with you for the most part, but this one is definitely getting that charge ready right here, and it gets leveled in the front. 2-cap happening in the back though, and Spit.
See, they sent their charger in first. It didn't work. Getting leveled, the lucky dog. Nice job by him. Yeah, that was a very good shutdown on the last hit. They actually had that good death orders as that Prodigy Sim talking about, and yeah, and they had the perfect spawns for a strong hit, and everything just got killed before the Spit could land on anything. So nicely done by them, getting through a whole bunch of the biggest choke points of this map without taking much damage, and they're sitting at a massive health bonus, almost 800 points right now, as a single boom does go out onto Ellis.
One thing about this map is, actually we have a hit going in right now, that Charger's gonna miss, and this is kind of indicative, even though as the survivors get hit by Spit, it's still similar to Perish 2 in the sense if you shut down that tank, then if you kill, like 5 more hits, and there are a couple of good hits for the SI to get, but if they go like that, then survivors can have a bonus in the thousands, which you don't see a whole lot because either it's an event tank or they get screwed up by one of the hits in the event, but they've taken every hit pretty well. They only have this Witch left to deal with, and they still have 3 survivors with 80 permanent health.
Yeah, this is looking very good for the survivors right now. I don't know what happened with the Witch, because I've never seen a Witch spawn around this spot before. So
yeah, that was like a 2.5 shot clear or something. Nice triple boom going
triple
in.
proxy.
SI looking to go in. A little bit scattered spawns right here. Charger batted away by the 2 survivors in front. Jockey taken down as well. And a nice skeet right there by Empathy, or on Empathy, by Trackpad.
Yeah, if the SI don't get something going really quickly here, survivors are going to waltz in here with just about a 700 point health bonus, which is absolutely massive. Especially in a campaign like this, where health bonus is so hard to come by.
Yeah,
so they're really going to be setting a difficult pace
at all. And Boom coming in there, nice 2 boom
interesting
in the front.
boomer spawn. I've never seen that before.
Charge is going to whiff right by these survivors though, and Jock gonna get some points right there. Charger may be getting a scratch on top of it as well, so Hydro had some of his health bonus whittled down, but the survivors still making it in with almost 500 points to their names right now.
Yeah,
they actually took down close to 200 health bonus off that last hit. So nice to end by the SI getting that last bit off. Because that could have been even worse. They could have had a 1,200 point chapter just now had they not done that. So yeah, that is still a very massive health bonus though, and it's going to be very difficult for the survivor team to match that and make that up in the coming chapters.
I mean, the 1,000 point chapter is on any map is really, really respectable, but on this map it's even more so because with those ad spawns, the SI weren't really able to get into a rhythm at all. The survivors controlled it after the tank, and I don't know what the SI really could have done better on that tank, besides maybe trying to commit and then landing the multi-caps, but in a field that large, it's really hard to do that, in my opinion. So maybe the survivors can replicate that now on this half of the round, but like I said, I've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah, I think a lot with that tank comes down to just keeping sight and LOS, and the tank wasn't really able to keep much sight, even though they didn't land any rocks. Usually you can get on those bushes and just sort of watch the survivors for a little bit longer than they did. And starting to wonder if our casters are going to be ready for this round at all.
No, the casters are fine. The streamer's the one who has to ready up, so they can't really pin that on us. It's okay, Brightness. We have a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, and a Hunter for the special friends on this first hit. Looks as though three things want to come from up top, which is a theme on this entire campaign. And the smoker wants to get some kind of pullout, but we are going to see the bait. Raji, I don't know if the streamer can do not casting.
I don't know. I don't feel like. I mean, what's the scenario where is your camera gonna shut itself off in the middle of the game and you have to wait for the ready up? I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, right, the HUD. Well, whatever.
Oh boy,
that's lame. And it looks like this boomer waiting to just rocket right in here on this opening hit. As AB&B sort of slowly move out, they've cleared a ton of commons out, and they should be ready to push forward at any point here.
At this point, I would just get mad at the SI and just send the entire hit in because one person's out of safe from it, taking them a minute and a half to move. But that's just me.
Yeah, this is honestly like really clear. If they make a nice, yeah, it's gotta get ammo, obviously. As long as they make a clear run away from this safe room door, this should be a pretty easy shutdown. Let's take a look. Boomer coming in, nice pop by the survivor. Hunter getting shut down. Charge manages to land to the front though. That's only worth 10 damage, and they are gonna get the shutdown on that smoker pretty quickly. Not shut down, but clear. So 16 points overall, and the survivors are gonna make pretty good movement coming out of that hit. So nice work by AB&B.
Alright, since we did not send it over to a war room for that last team,
keep it here, probably?
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it here and we'll provide some entertainment for you throughout this potentially long tank, depending on how they choose to play it. Tank up actually in the hand of the team captain, Grim, right now. Hopefully he will not crash. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Don't, no!
The jinx! Oh! That Hunter almost landing a DP right there, and Boomer actually just gonna get a one boom off of it.
Is there a rocket boom spawn on?
Yeah. Okay. So up to that left over there with those two, those buildings with those two hedge radiator things on top of it. Hedge radiators? No, they're not hedge radiators.
they're just radiators, dude. Just plain old radiators.
Oh, actually, they're doing a pretty good job of what's behind that spawn. I never actually thought of that. But you can tell I have played this match a lot, or this map a lot. But okay, so we have two people getting kicked, and now the tank's on second pass, and he's going to be forced to commit.
Looks like it, yeah. I think it's going to depend on how well the survivors choose to block these spawns. When we're coming in, not going to land though. Nice awareness when the survivors not letting that happen. Smoker gets shut down, Rock getting skeeted, and Jock is actually getting some pretty nice damage out onto Loud there.
He's going to go AI.
Yeah, this is like, you're either going to commit right now and get chipped a bunch, or you're AIing this tank, or maybe both. Is what it looks like it's about to happen. That's an AI tank right there. Grim, not AI, 5%.
Wait, he's going to turn around. Oh my gosh.
Is he going to get a rock right here? No rock happening. SI do have spawns now. We have a charge coming in from the back. Tank going around trying to punches. Nice shutdown on the Hunter.
Oh no!
Oh, never mind. Shut down by the server, apparently. And he did manage to get a corner over here onto Ellis, getting a lot of damage. He still has about 2,000 health left.
Oh, Ellis getting out of the bushes.
Yeah,
Tank is trying to get out here on top of this. Wow, actually, honestly, looking at this spot, if I were the SI, I would have tried to actually get a hit and have the there, because that seems like a much better spot to me for the tank. And you could actually, I forgot you could do that.
Getting on those buildings for rocks is pretty deadly, because the angle for LOS is just so much better than on those bushes. But they still might have been able to LOS over on the bushes or up towards the bathroom. And now I'm guessing the survivors are just going to start running forward. That's probably what I would do in this situation, since that tank is super low.
Yeah, now, considering that this tank didn't get a whole lot, only got like 3 punches out onto Alpha, I mean, that was a very untimely crash for the SI right as the tank was committed. So, very unfortunate there. So, I know this person...
Oh my...
Wow!
Rock
a moon rock landing from across the map onto the survivors there. Charge is going to go in here. You're not going to get a whole lot.
Ooh, that's going to give him a free choke
forward, but not... Yeah, another free alleyway. So
they should go forward right now. Just push all the way. They're going to kill the smoker and then run. But I think this rock might have a chance of landing, going in. Imagine to land.
Empathy. Another one.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a whole lot of damage that should never have landed from a 500 health tank. But I think now they have gotten past the alley, so they're in a better spot. And I think they're going to keep deciding to play this. They have to be careful, though, because if they hold this tank for too long, then the SI aren't going to have a spitter for the next choke.
Yeah, going for another rock right here. Yeah, he's still got sight, surprisingly. It looks like they want to keep playing it. 2-cap
my.
landing. These rocks not getting great angles. But the tank does still have sight on top of this. This is a lot of damage for a post-commit tank.
Yeah, we actually do see the survivors have been brought down to exactly the same health bonus as the special friends made it inside the safe room with. So, you know, in terms of a comeback, it's not going to be happening this chapter. And so really they just want to keep what they have left and match their score and make the deficit up in the coming maps.
Please use them too, and I hate you. This is great. Very friendly atmosphere coming out right here. We do have 2 sets of pills left on the survivors. Actually, they have 3 now. And it looks like the SI are going to have a 2-2 for this first hit right here. It's going to be a Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, and a Smoker at this corner. Boomer going in, managing to land a nice double boom. The rest of the hit is trying to go in. Hunter is trying to get DP'd, nothing going. Actually does land now with some spit on top of that, and Coach was bonus. That's a good amount of damage for a 2-2 hit.
Yeah, and now we've just got a bit of permanent health left for AB and B spread across 3 players. And this is, while they might be able to make this map, this is not looking like a big health bonus map for them. And Loud is actually slow in the back, so this is all adding up to what looks like is going to be a wipe for Team Special Friends to land right here. Getting their next hit, nice charge in the back, taking advantage of that slow player, and a jockey intercept as well.
Spit going down on top of the already in-cap survivor. Probably could have used that for spit block. But yeah, no, we do have a single boom going out onto LS, who is very hoarded right now. And yeah, survivors, I don't know, this is looking definitely like it could turn into a wipe very soon here. And right now, are already down by 200 more health bonus points if they make the map with this, and that's looking unlikely. So the deficit is just opening up here, and really, Team Special Friends have just set a pace that the survivors have, that ABB have not been able to match yet.
Let's see exactly what the SI like to do here, because I think they are going to try to get 1 hit at least before the survivors get to the button. It's going to be a Smoker, Boomer, Jockey, Hunter. Hunter going in! Almost landing a DP. Does land on the 1 survivor who is not tri-boomed. Another hit landing right there. That's going to be a tri-cap with somebody boom, so a hitman. That actually could be a wipe. We have 2 downs coming out of that. That's going to be 3. The last person left up is Alpha. A great hit coming out from the Special Friends. They did the perfect strategy right there of having a couple SI distract for the boom, and then everything went in exactly at the same time. That's a death, and this should be a wipe.
Yeah, this is knocking very good. Looks like the Team Special Friends is going to go up by about 900 points going into this next chapter. So very nice end by them. If I were to pin this on one thing, or I guess 2 things probably, separation and boomers. Look at the charger that came onto Loud in the back there. That was all based on separation and lack of clearing horde. Then boomer after boomer after boomer landing, you saw a 2 boom landing on that earlier hit. You saw a tri boom causing that hitman, and just they're just not able to really get any kind of good pace going or gain back any momentum if you're constantly eating these booms and having to limp your way through the maps.
Yeah, it's certainly looking pretty rough for them right now. I'd have to agree with you on those points. Yeah, getting those boomer pops, I mean, that last hit, without that boomer there, those would have been some really easy quick clears, but, too much trouble to get the pull and jockey cleared on top of that boom. So we are in map 3 now. Special Friends taking Survivor once again with almost a 1,000-point lead. Just about 900 and some odd points. Actually, 800 and some odd points. Yeah, but
yeah, that's
Survivor once
that's
again for Special Friend.
It's 869.
K3 needs to have the math precise. I remember casting with him in RPT3. It's the same way. I cannot do simple math. So I need K3. Don't worry.
Having those exact differentials is pretty important because matches often come down to small amounts of points.
This is also true.
And we're going to be able to decide whether you're going to take that witch or not.
True. So we're going live right here. It's going to be a Hunter, Jockey, Charger, and a Spitter for this first hit from Team All Bark No Bite. They have some catch-up work to do, but it is definitely possible on a map like this.
Yeah, interesting push out from the safe room right here with 2 survivors out. And here comes the SI in. Nice cap in the front, lots of separation, and to pounce down in the back. And Charger just going to go ham on that jockey. Maybe he'll even take a charge.
Oh!
Whoa! An intercept charge right there, and that jockey's going to get the in cap all the way in the front in the meantime. A really nice hit from A, B, and B.
Now, if the spitter had actually turned around and managed like 360 spit onto Coach, or 180 spit, whatever the heck the degree number is, like, that would have been even better. But hey, a full in cap off that. I don't know why they decided to separate there.
Yeah, that was some questionable positioning on that safe room leave by the Survivor team.
Yeah,
But,
great play by the
ABB
SI there. They just need to keep that up. They need to keep doing that, because one strong hit like that, it's good, but it's not going to be enough to make up 800 points.
Yeah, and the tank is fairly early here, so we could see a wipe at that point. Nice pull landing right there, and Charge going to go on top of it. Actually getting a pounce in this spit as well.
He's black and white.
Yeah, he's going to go black and white already.
Wow. So if the tank even corners him now, that's going to be a death. Like, all the tanker needs to do is just try to zone Neg and then try to get a rock on him and then just kill him, and that would be a successful tank because of those 2 hits so far. Rest of the Survivor's looking pretty good, but Neg's now eating 2 sets of pills and 2 downs prior to the tank. That's great pre-tank damage, especially for a map like this. That's this long.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of adaptation that I wanted to see from AV&B. They really needed to just shift that momentum away, because Special Friends were holding all of it, and momentum can be huge right now.
Yeah, I really like how they're not over-focusing on health bonus or trying to get multi-caps. You have that pull there, if it's not health bonus, doesn't matter. Get the charge on it, get that damage. So, great decision-making as SI here. Charge coming in from the front, not going to land right there, but they do get a jock in the front and a pounce in the back, along with a tiny bit of spit damage, I believe. But overall, fairly well shut down, and Survivor's going to push forward as this tank spawn in the hands of
This
everyone.
is a pretty crucial tank, considering that they can get a kill here, and once they get that kill, it should be a pretty easy tank to take. Other than that, so
They're hittable.
Is there?
Yes, there's
Oh,
a
there
car.
it is.
And there's a dumpster
Okay,
that can hit.
yeah.
Why don't we take this
Now,
over to an infected war room?
Yeah,
For sure,
let's
I'm
do it.
very interested to hear that.
Gonna hit.
Hold. Might be able to keep first pass. They go on, keep on chasing.
You want me to sack Smoker, maybe?
Smoker's alright here, I think.
Yeah. I'll have to move the dumpster.
Yeah, get your dumpsters in, and we'll just come out with the support.
Safe room? Yep.
Are you serious?
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, I'm not losing range.
Sack the smoker now. Sack the smoker quickly before they figure it out.
So I'm gonna move them in front in case they come out.
Yeah, definitely. There you go.
There you
Just
go,
leave that
perfect.
one there.
Just hang out now.
I'll leave that over here in case they
Yeah.
bypass me.
You got one bleeding out. We just wait this out for as long as we want. Just don't take any chip.
Yeah, I'm sure. What a curious thing. They didn't.
Want me to sack boom?
I don't think they know
Yeah, you can sack boom.
that one.
But just tell me when half the viewers leave and we'll have to commit.
Are they gonna come out?
Oh, they are, they are.
Alright. How about now? Nice.
Can the back are clear? One more. Ellis.
I'm gonna get out, okay.
Yeah, just delay until we get more support
Actually,
up.
Yeah, he's right there on you now.
Shut up behind your dumpster, just don't die.
Ooh.
Stay alive, stay alive. Alright, smoker.
Okay.
you gotta go now because he's picking.
Get it, girl.
Nice.
Lie down, pills. Oh, okay.
Damn.
And we are back from that worm. That was an incredibly interesting strategy employed first by our survivor friends and then by our special infected friends, because the survivors were getting pushed with these dumpsters. They moved back to the safe room, and then we had a group realization that the tank does not lose rage in that safe room. And it looks like there's going to be close to a wipe here. My player is close to dead. He is now dead. And Grim is also now dead, and now Hydro is the last one up. And that is exactly what Team All Bark No Bite needed.
Yeah, it looks like All Bark No Bite had a lot of empathy for the special friends right there, and not much else. But yeah, great 2-cap right there. Great hittable placement by the tank of empathy, and Hydro just managing to shut down SI after SI right here, but nope, Pounce gonna finish it off.
Yeah, so that was a very difficult situation with the survivors. I mean, what else could they do? There's a dumpster blocking the safe room, and the tank was not losing rage, so they had to go out there eventually, because they had somebody black and white bleeding out into the safe room. They could have just sat there forever.
They did almost make like a good move past the tank as they came out.
Yeah.
The hittable got hit past them, but they got caught up on those pillars there a little bit.
Yeah, and the SI kind of drew them back too, I think.
Overall, though, I mean, aside from like bleed game of the safe room and not losing rage on the tank, that safe room is probably the safest place to fight if you're worried about hittables in this area. But yeah, you can't just go back there too early, or the tank can sit out there and do nothing.
Round is going live. Let's see exactly where Team All Bark No Bite decides to take the tank on their survivor side. Honestly, I don't think it would be too awful outside, because if the tank hits his dumpster pass, and that's kind of what we saw there even, then he's in a pretty bad spot. Like, they don't really have to be that worried about it. But again, we'll see exactly where they go, and I haven't heard that command before, K3, but I'm not going to try it. It's going to be a Hunter, Spinner, Jockey, and a Charger for the first hit from the special friends, as Team All Bark No Bite runs out of the safe room into said hit. Charger goes in, manages to get a whiff, and the Hunter lands for a couple seconds. Jockey lands, and actually gets a pretty good amount of damage into that spit.
Yeah, sorry, one of the survivors is playing some solid in-game music, and I have not yet chosen to turn it off, so... it's
Right,
pretty
decide to
distracting.
turn it off or no?
I have it all off.
Okay, yeah. She learned from, I think, probably seeing a game that Dawkins played in, where if you leave your in-game on, Dawkins will destroy you with the power of his static. Anyway, we have another hit going in right now. It's going to be a Hunter bouncing in. Charger's going to actually hit the Pounce guy, so no damage right there. Very interesting smoker pull. I haven't seen that before. And then that's going to be cleared for just a little bit of chip damage once again.
Getting some map 2 flashbacks with that charge and pounce, actually, a little bit right there, but... pretty okay damage so far onto the survivors for before this tank spawn, and survivors actually not moving very quickly, so SI are gonna have another hit up before they take even another choke point, it looks like. Looks like setting up here with a 3-1 setup right now. I think they're gonna go in before this tank spawn. Charger coming in from the side along with that Hunter, managing to land a pounce. Charlie Brown once again with that pounce and charge, but getting some good punches on the other end.
I've noticed from both teams, Chargers are not landing. Like, on every map so far, Chargers is just either going in too early, getting leveled, or just whipping past everyone. So, I don't know. I think both teams have something to work on.
The survivors are good, right?
Oh, okay, they're gonna play it
guess,
out here. I like that call. I really like that call by the survivors. Tanks up in the hand of Neg.
There is that hittable in the back, though. They can get in there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this, like, I don't know, this little brown fence thing here? Well, actually, after the hit, I'll ask this. The Hunter's gonna go and get skeeted. Boomer gets popped. And now the Smoker's gonna pull, and that's actually, oh my gosh, that rock was so close. But, you know, is this wall right here a mesh that they can't shoot through, or the tank can't keep sight if he were to stay on the ground?
He definitely can't keep sight on the ground there. I think some parts of it the survivors can shoot through. Okay. But yeah, going for the hittable would be pretty good here. But
I'm not sure if he knows it's there.
Yeah, he might not. Why don't we take this over to that infected war room here and play this out?
Do it!
Nice. I fucked up. Fuck me, dude.
It's alright.
He's still at first. He's fine.
He's commit tanks.
If they go
Nice.
upstairs, let's set up there. Nice. Okay.
Where do I want the hittable, man?
Have him push him in the corner.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so close. I'll call it in. I'll call it in.
Nice. Get that down.
Help him out. Help him out.
Let's go. One more. Nice.
Sit.
Wait.
Fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah!
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
Oh my.
Welcome back, everyone, and what a tri-cap with that tank. Really kind of looked like he wasn't going to get all that much with these rock plays, and then he pushed that car in there. Survivors got pushed back into a corner. Quickest end cap I've seen onto Loud right there. He did not pre-pill or anything, and then just a beautiful tri-cap to finish it off. So, not making up more than 20 points here for Airbnb.
Yeah, it's about as picturesque of a wipe that you can hope for, and all of the effort that the SI went through to get that wipe in the last chapter, amounting for not a whole lot here, and they're still down by over 800 points. 842, to be precise. So yeah, I mean, that was really showcasing the power of hittables, and not only actually downing survivors, but zoning them. And I think people sometimes really underestimate that, you know, you can use the survivors to herd this, you can use the hittables to herd this to little small corners like that, where the SI have easy pickings.
The other problem with that is, even though they were saying the tank had long arms, which is give or take, but at the same point in time, if any tank really had them zoned like that into an area and got a corner that fast where the survivor had no room to move, the tank could get the end cap and then call support. That was beautifully played by the entire Special Friends team, because they went at the exact right time, and then the tank just did its job of keeping his one corner and not letting anything else get cleared. That being said, there is an 18% tank here, guys.
Yeah, that is super early. I have seen tanks around this early. Oh my gosh, these casters are such trolls right now. Okay, looks like we got a force start going on. But yeah, that is a super early tank to have to fight.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm eating chocolate pancakes, dude.
Nice.
And they're super delicious. They're like so good.
Cool.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a pretty good first hit though for Team All Bark No Bite. Smoker's way up top, Charger, Jockey, and Spitter for the rest, and it looks as though the Special Friends have caught on and are now using the advanced baiting tactics until right now.
The chocolate chip pancakes are so good.
Thank you, K3.
Oh wow, where did that tongue even go? It just like shot into the building and disappeared. If they can manage to land this Jockey, maybe it's a good charge spit opportunity, but otherwise I'm not seeing a whole lot. Charger looking for something right now. That's gonna be it.
Yeah, Charger had a lot of difficulty finding that spawn there. I think he had a few opportunities, but the survivors just held all the spawns in the back, and Charger didn't have a lot to work on. Actually, a lot of scratches going out here. So
Nick and Rochelle getting
actually
a fair amount of health taken off.
Amount of damage.
And it looks as though this is our final tank, right? Final tank.
This is the last map. No finale.
No finale?
Yep,
no finale. Why don't we do another Survivor War for this one? Indoors here, might be kind of interesting.
Alright.
Clear. There. You stay right there. Me and Neg, we're gonna fuck this tank up.
Bummer.
There you go. It's just Neg. The Horde doesn't get in here very well, so it doesn't matter.
It's about to come in.
Neg, unload your shotgun into the tank before you start meleeing him.
Okay.
She's coming from the top.
Fuck. Hits down, focus tank. It's dead. Tank's dead. Tank's dead. Tank's dead. Tank's dead. Pick me up.
And we are back. That was the last tank of the game in the hands of Loud, getting a lot of damage out and almost a kill out there onto Neg, who was bleeding out a lot, getting a ton of multi-punches out. It was actually looking pretty grim, no pun intended, earlier on there, without getting burgered from behind. But yeah, nicely done getting that last bit of damage out and really puts the Survivors into a bad position.
Yeah, the Survivors had to put in so much effort to get that kill, though. There's so many burgers going on, and they still almost got wiped right there. Next hit coming in with that Jock right there. Pounce landing in the front, all hitting non-HP, but at this point it's all just about bleeding them out till they get that wipe. But Survivor's going to be moving pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Dark Parish, this is the only actual change in route that the Survivors have to take. There's lots of different spawns and stuff otherwise throughout the maps, but this is the only time that they actually have to go a completely different way compared to the normal Parish. You have to go drop into this little garage.
Most obnoxious alarm car in the history of this game.
The one in Detour Ahead.
I don't know, the one in the room here is pretty bad, though. The broom closet alarm car, like, I don't know.
Usually, if you shut down the hit, though, it's not like it affects much. You're going to rush until you get to an event, and you're in tiny corridors, but yeah, it's pretty... I don't know, if you spend too much effort avoiding it, it can really be a pain, I think. And they do have a pretty good setup for this. No spit for this little room, but they do have some nice cappers.
Is it even possible to do the pool room at all?
I don't...
Yeah,
I don't think so.
It is?
Yep.
How?
Really?
By being pushed up there?
If you like fly over there right now, you jump up on the cardboard boxes, then onto the vending machine, then onto the windowsill on the opposite wall, and then you can jump up on the balcony and you're in.
Oh, wow, yeah. Exploit Sprout just knows all of them as a tournament director, obviously to deter other people from doing them.
If you go in there, though, you'll notice that there are 2 giant holes in the ceiling that SI can drop in.
Where was this tip before my match?
Yeah, where was this? This is like... Oh no, I could have used that information somehow. My tank wasn't even there, but I still could have used it. It's going to be a smoker, a jockey, a boomer, and a spitter this next hit. And I mean, 3 survivors bleeding. Hydro still somehow has 92 HP. I'm not exactly sure how. And the smoker's going to get a pull onto a survivor right there for a...
Oh, it takes him all the way down.
Wow, he didn't incap.
How did he not get incapped? Like, Grim had like 50 health and got pulled all the way to the bottom and somehow only took like 20 fall damage.
That's one of Coach's survivor perks, actually. He takes less fall damage than you
his extra bit of meat.
Neg is dead!
Actually,
nice jockey in the back. Getting that separation right there as the other survivors drop down. And so, yeah, that's the first kill of the round. They've just got 3 survivors left to contend with. Probably going to get this despawn on the jockey and try to hit together. Another interesting thing about this map you've probably heard 50 times before, but you cannot rush this event by jumping. There's an invisible wall that prevents you from jumping across. So you have to wait for it to come to a complete stop, just like any amusement park ride. Arms and legs inside the vehicle, etc. And the charge comes in. Nice punch getting the in-cap. It gets killed though. Hunter only managing to get a bit of damage before he gets cleared by Hydro over there, and Jockey failing to find a target.
Now, I think they probably know that you can't jump the float yet, but I think even when they're getting this revive, they should be close enough to where they can just wait for it and then jump across. He's waiting for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. So, okay, they still have 3 survivors. Hydra still has somehow close to 90 HP, and it's going to be a Charter, Smoker, Spitter, and a Hunter. And we have a Lich Crown going out. Nice Crown going out by Grim, and the rest of the hits come in. Nice. Actually, that was a really weird chest bump. Pull does go out, does get self-cleared. Hunter lands for a second, and honestly, Hydro and maybe a couple of the other survivors could still make the safe room the way they're going.
Yeah, and they're going to come up to at least 1 set of pills up here, which can help them get at least a little bit more distance.
I got 2.
Ooh. Wow, that puts them all fast then. Yeah. If they shut down another hit and a half or so, they should be able to make safe room off this, honestly. As I really need to get this final wipe in. And they have a 3-1 once again, but the survivors are going to be indoors. Not the best place to get a tri-cap in.
Yeah, they're still staying at over 200 health bonus, so this is actually relatively significant. It does try to go in here. Smoker's not going to get anything. Charger's going to get about 10 damage, not onto health bonus, and Jockey lands onto health bonus for a couple of ticks, but this is actually looking like... Oh, well, Coach went slow, so that'll give him maybe 1 more hit. to try to slow down the survivors some more and take off some of that health bonus. Because honestly, with this map, even with 3 survivors, 200 health bonus is actually pretty solid.
Yeah. I don't know if I've actually seen a team in the tournament make this map. I don't think I have in a match.
Yeah, I think this, like, Special Friends might be making more maps on this campaign than we've seen.
What the hell is this?
Thus far
Why
this
is there
round.
a Humvee there or an army truck there? I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, I don't know, but survivors are probably going to be able to climb on that. Oh, maybe not. Not climbable. SI are actually spawned up on the bridge, or not spawned up, but they're sitting on top of that bridge up top, which is going to make for a nice hit too. Nice 2-gap right there, but they only had a 2-2, just trying to maximize their damage. Jockey still not cleared in the back, and it looks like these survivors are thinking maybe not going to save their teammate. Oh, Grimm's going to go for it. Nope.
Come on, you're up by, like, I don't know, 1,400 points. You don't think saving the other person would be... Okay, I guess I'm just going to leave him on out there. That's unfortunate. Oh, what a pull. What a tongue cut as well.
Yeah, that was a great hit and came out there. I actually had no idea that they could go on top of that bridge. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
they went on the
caught
course.
him by surprise.
Yeah, they took down like over 150 points off of that last hit. So, I mean, and any less points that they can keep the survivors from getting is going to be important because the survivors need to make the chapter of a lifetime. Like, it's really difficult to make this map, let alone with the health bonus that they need to make this comeback now. They need about a 50% health bonus across all the levers in order to make this comeback, which is going to be next to impossible. But I'm excited to see them make their very best go at it.
Still bleeding, and the Hunter's electing, of course, not to pounce Mont yet, so that the rest of the bleed does take effect, even though Grimm is at 1 HP, so now he probably could pounce Mont to get this over with, but you know... Okay, they're gonna spit on him. That's close enough, I guess. We're only gonna be here for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I've been in the safe room before. I had 0 HP one time. I still don't know how that happened. Do you guys know how that happens?
Easim?
I saw it happen for the first time yesterday, so no, I have no idea.
I have absolutely no idea either. Health goes below 1, you don't die. Obviously, that's what they were.
Okay, yeah, no, I was able to infer that based on the situation that my health was below 1, and I was in fact not dead.
Interesting.
I felt it was that weird. I think like I couldn't reload my gun or something. It had some adverse effects that I don't remember.
This match has been great. I think Alpha meant to say she mistyped damn autocorrect. This match has been great. That's what she meant to say.
You know, our last war room of the game might be a survivor team getting wiped right here. Not so sure about that, but the round is going live. A, B, and B have a chance to try to ace this tank and make some health bonus into this safe room.
Hey, it's still technically mathematically possible, right? They have to score 1,501 points on this map. I don't know. It's a challenge, but with an indoor tank like this, the only way I could really see that working out is if they somehow burger it to death with like 8 melee weapons at the same time, but I don't know.
Yeah, they need to keep like just over half of their health bonus in order to win this match. It's going to be pretty difficult to do. We'll see how they manage to take out this opening hit, though. Here comes Jock and Pull in. Jock going to get shut down. Pull missing. Charger coming in right on top of Rochelle, though, and there's your charge spit opener.
Yeah, that almost worked out right there because they were able to clear one of the SI and then juke the smoker tongue, but the Charger took advantage of the survivor standing there, and that's pretty much the best you could get off a hit like that besides some kind of odd tri-cap and spit, but charge spit's always good even though it doesn't do as much damage. And hey, there's our final tank of the game up into the hands of Hydro.
Yeah, here we have a very important tank for the survivor side. If they take 2 in caps, game over. Like absolutely, there will be no chance anymore if they take 2 in caps. So
alright, let's hear them make their last stand then on Airbnb. All bark no bite.
Oh, I thought you meant the shelf. But I just confused you. You're not Lucky Dog.
Yeah, I meant like stairs top. Let's see. I think I'm from upstairs.
Yeah, sounds like.
Yeah, it's upstairs. Nice, nice. That's
You just got fucked by
Yeah,
us too.
Dang.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think, actually,
Yeah.
at this point, there might not be. Their
There
health bonus is down to 760. And if my math is correct, that is not 1,500 points that they needed. But we can pretend like we're not good at math, and the survivors do have a chance.
Okay, I can take that. I mean, yeah, that
If
tank.
they find 3 more sets of pills
Ooh.
And go
have,
past
like,
the limit of their health bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
survivors still playing cautiously. They're still in it to get the biggest points that they can. This will affect standings, actually, the scores
Right.
that they get. So maybe they should just die now. Get an easier match next round. I don't know. But they're going to be pushing it out here. SI getting ready to go in. Looks like they're going to get pushed right past. Nice charge landing very quickly onto Loud right there.
That's their bonus.
Separated in the back, and that pole going to give
that'll
them some.
seal it up. That seals it up right there.
Yeah, it does.
Congratulations to Team Special Friends. They will be taking this victory. But you know, as the good sports that they have in this TFPG tournament, we will have Team AB&B gracefully and with much efforts playing out the last part of this game to improve, because I mean overall score
Shot the alarm car.
average per map. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they won't be doing it gracefully, but they will be playing it out regardless as the tri-boom goes out. This is looking not very great for the survivors. Charger actually great 2-cap landing with the spin on top of that. That's going to be full on cap on to Rochelle, and who's bleeding out very quickly. And
Alpha
survivors have
Madre
lost all their
almost
bonus
went
except for
down from
Loud.
just spit right there. Spit and a boom.
Yeah.
I mean, it does affect standings, is what you were talking about right there, but I think the big maps definitely were map 2 when Team Special Friends made the safe room with like an 1,000-point chapter, and also a little bit of map 3 there with the. It was all map 2 if I'm being map 2 and this map so far. But like I said, different map, different than the metagame of Parish. It's kind of like half a custom map, half a regular because of the amount of change that they've got. But gotta still give hats off to Team. I almost called them Airbnb. All bark, no bite, because they put a lot of time into practicing this map as well to try to win this match.
Yeah, definitely so. And Grimm's team looking really strong with a second win right now. So we'll have to see how they do in upcoming weeks of this tournament as well.
Yeah, considering the fact that out of 12 teams, oh, actually, you have a hit going in here. 2 of them going out. Actually, not a whole lot gonna land there, so I'll keep talking. So if there's about 12 teams in the tournament and 8 teams move on, then pretty much every team that has a record of 2 wins or more, regardless of how many losses, will be moving on. So, you know, that means that Team O Bark No Bite has 2 games left after this to be able to secure that second win that they need. And while Team Special Friends already securing that win and almost certainly moving on to the playoff bracket and have a pretty strong seed.
Yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind. I don't know, have we had any... I mean, obviously we must have had some teams play already that have had their second loss in a row, and that's a real hard comeback to come from.
I think, however, though, that being said, it's hard to come back from, but I think Sprout's team did it last tournament where they started 0-2 and ended up actually winning the entire tournament. So, hey, it is possible. It is doable. So, I mean, I think that's going to be a death onto Empathy because she's getting run over by the tractor right now, along with the spitter and some common on top of her, so...
She's getting pushed along. I'll get pushed out of this, actually.
She's getting just run over by the tractor. Yep, that's unfortunate for her. And that's going to be another down going out onto Alpha Madre. And the Hunter is just kind of waving his arms up there to distract the survivors. Now he goes and gets M2, though. And it's going to be shut down. And there is holdout bonus, of course, but there's not really a whole lot the survivors can do at this point.
Definitely took a screenshot of that tractor running over Ellis. And there goes the final hit right there. Team Special Friends, congratulations on your win. They're playing Queen We Are the Champion in their in-game chat right now. Obviously pretty happy with themselves. Over a 1,000 point lead here. 23-36 for Special Friends to 12-36 from All Bark No Bite.
Yeah. So yeah, great game between the two teams here. Very well played by these team special friends and team All Bark No Bite. Still with a very strong chance of making that playoff bracket. All they need to do is get that last win, and we'll see where they go from there. And I'm excited to see how they perform throughout the rest of the tournament.
I think Sprout's probably gonna have